Learn to make Japanese miso soup. If you have been eating at Japanese restaurants, you may have wondered how to duplicate the tasty and healthy miso soup you have enjoyed there. Here is the proper way to make it, as I learned from a great Japanese cook. You can now have this delicious hot soup in your home anytime you want. You will most likely find that it tastes as good or better than at your favorite restaurant. First, you have to locate the right ingredients, and that will require going to the right grocery store. You need to look up where the closest Oriental Grocery or Japanese grocery is located. When you visit this establishment, go to the refrigerated section and purchase a small tub of miso. There should be a selection of different types of miso paste. If possible, try to buy a light or medium colored variety for your first soup. It should cost about $5 and have about a half pound of miso paste in it. This will keep you in miso soup for a while, and you will also find that miso is great for other recipes in the future. Find fresh tofu in the refrigerated area also and buy a small tub. I usually buy the firm variety so that it does not crumble while in the soup. A nice thing about making miso soup is that the entire recipe is really up to your taste, and each cook has their own variables of each ingredient. You also need to find or ask for negi. If that sounds strange, don't worry, that means scallion or green onion in Japanese. Buy a small bunch of negi. You also need some wakame. Wakame is the tasty green leaf vegetable that you may have noticed before in miso soup. It is a special sea vegetable, seaweed, if you will. Wakame can either be bought dried in a small couple-ounce packet. Alternately, you can purchase a small plastic package of about a quarter pound of salted fresh wakame. Now you should find a small package of fresh shiitake mushrooms. Finally, buy some dashi. This can come in tea bags that contain the dashi. It is a very mild and tasty fish stock flavoring. There usually is a big selection of types, so you can ask someone at the grocery store which one they recommend. If you read my article on making Japanese-style rice, you could also pick up the correct rice to make that you can eat with your soup. So, to make miso soup, here is your list of ingredients to buy and a description of each. 1. Miso paste, soybean paste. 2. Dashi teabag soup stock in teabag form. 3. Wakame seaweed, either dried or salted fresh is okay. 4. Negi scallion. 5. Shiitake mushroom. 6. Tofu soybean curd. This is an excellent source of protein, by the way. Resist the urge to buy anything else right now because it is time to go home and make your first real miso soup. When you are home, take out your wakame and soak it in a bowl of water. You only need a teaspoon of flakes, or if you have the salted variety, take about a 6-inch strand. The quantities are to your taste. Completely wash out the salt in the fresh strand of wakame and then put it in a fresh bowl of water to soak while you are cooking. Sometimes it actually is better to soak salted wakame for an hour or longer so that it is more tender. I usually keep a soaked supply in my refrigerator and make more every few days. If you are short on time, cut the washed fresh salted wakame into 1-inch pieces and boil it in the dashi you are making, as this works nicely to tenderize the wakame. Learn to make Japanese miso soup. If you have been eating at Japanese restaurants, you may have wondered how to duplicate the tasty and healthy miso soup you have enjoyed there. Here is the proper way to make it, as I learned from a great Japanese cook. You can now have this delicious